Last week I said this. So 2019 is coming fast. I mean, like lightning fast, and we need to be ready. I mean, like wardrobe on point ready. And I know you got a closet full of clothes, but I also know that some of those clothes you haven't touched the whole year. So I'm gonna give you a mega shot of inspiration for your wardrobe with these 45 clothes that you must remake in the new year. I'm Angelina and this is Blueprint DIY, where we remake our clothes to be just as unique as us.
Let's start off with those old t-shirts you have in your closet. Have you tried cutting them yet? This tip is actually really easy. Try taking 2 t-shirts and combining them into one. This works especially well when the 2 t-shirts have a common theme, or maybe a common colorway. In this one I took 2 space-related shirts, cut them up the middle, and sewed them together. Or why not use your scissors and get a little creative with asymmetry. This one has one shoulder cut out, and a portion of the sleeve cut to purposely hang down a bit. Okay, asymmetry might not be your thing. How about shredding it? Just cut parallel slits in some location on your t-shirt. For this one, I decided to make my slits in a triangle shape in the back. Okay, still too complicated? How about just a simple V-cut in the front? Fold up the sleeves a bit for a tough girl look, and you may just fall back in love with that old t-shirt. And we can't forget about the cropped off the shoulder tee. I've worn this tee by itself, with a vest, or even under a denim button-up. Okay, so maybe cutting isn't your thing. How about a little painting? Take a thin tip brush and paint something that really speaks to you, or represent your brand by making your own iron-on patches. For these two, I'm using a wool-like fabric that I cut from something else, but you can use any type of fabric you like. Or maybe you want to completely change the t-shirt. Why not turn it into a tank top? I needed an Adidas tank top to go under this mesh top, but I couldn't find what I was looking for, so I did a few alterations and voila! Then you can always take it to the next level and do the V-cut out in the front, cut the whole back out, add mesh and some straps. That might be a little extra for you, but I absolutely love details like this. Or maybe t-shirts aren't your thing. How about some more professional options? Do you have any old sweaters? If it's a loosely woven one, try weaving cording or ribbon through the holes. Or maybe just add some vintage buttons to it. I love how this detail really makes this sweater stand out. Or you can take a couple of sweaters, put them together with a dress shirt to make a color block sweater dress. And speaking of dress shirts, what about using a couple of dress shirts together to make super dramatic puffy sleeves? I call this the girl boss top. You gotta have a little drama in your wardrobe, right? Let them know who they're dealing with. And since we're talking about sleeves, let's add a little fringe drama to this cream turtleneck, whose sleeves used to be too short. It's an easy but super stylish way to update a top. Okay, I know you got some old jeans and denim just lying around. Maybe they still fit, but you just want to tweak them a bit. Try cropping them with a frayed edge to wear over some boots. But if they're too big, you could also take them in. You know, like those ones with the booty gap? Just add a little elastic and make them hug your curves. You could also take 2 pairs and sew the front of one to the back of another. People won't know whether you're coming or going. And what about those old boyfriend jeans that have just a bit too much room to look flattering on you? Why not add a frayed seam to the back? And if you're not into the fray, you could also make the seam go inside as well. And even if you have jeans that fit perfectly and you just want to update them to make them look unique, try cutting off the bottoms and sewing them back on inside out. It sounds crazy, but it looks awesome. These are actually my favorite jeans right now. And if you just want to look totally different, try adding a long frayed seam down the front of your jeans. This works well on vintage jeans because the quality of the denim was so great back then. Well, what if you're like me and you just accumulate jeans for no reason? Try cutting them up and use your favorite parts to make a jacket or a top. And let's not forget about those denim jackets. You can play around with cutting parts of it off or even adding some lace. You can also completely change the look of it by distressing it and adding a patch on the back. But we definitely can't leave out those old dresses, skirts, and rompers. I took this old bodycon dress and turned it into a bodysuit. And even this one with the overlay was turned into a bodysuit right in the dressing room of a Savers, 5 minutes tops. And this little off-the-shoulder dress became an off-the-shoulder top with a really cute tie detail on the arms. I know you have some dresses that just don't fit your style anymore. Try making them into tops, like I did to this one. I just bustled it to create this double bubble effect. I love how it pairs with this button-down skirt. And speaking of this skirt, if you just ripped a big old hole in something, just try eliminating the damaged part altogether. It may be the best thing that ever happened to that garment. And what about that old ill-fitting romper? Try giving it a new life with a few fresh details like grommets and unique straps. And we cannot forget accessories, of course. What about that plain old beanie? Try adding some sparkle to really make it shine. Or those old boring pumps. Make them a statement piece by painting something meaningful on them that really speaks to you. And let's not forget those old boots. You may love the way they fit, but they're outdated. Try painting them and see how many people say, "Ooh, where'd you get those?" Or just go nuts and take an old coffee can, some vintage leather, and a belt and make a completely on-trend bucket bag. Now, what if you're that sporty girl that has a ton of old sweatshirts and stuff? Take those old sweatshirts and hoodies and turn them into dresses. That'll make them a bit more dressy, but they still fit your tomboy style. And what about those old track pants? You can take those and turn them into a sporty dress as well. But if you still have some of these in your closet, chilling from the 90s, you need to be shamed. Why not turn them into an updated bomber jacket? I know the 90s are back in, but you can do so much more. And what about those snow pants that you'll never use again because you went skiing once and didn't even like it? Try turning them into shorts so that you can use them as a swim cover-up or some other extreme nonsense that I do on this channel just because I can. Alright, now for my favorite category, suiting, jackets, and coats. What about those suit pants that just don't fit your style? Try turning them into shorts. I think this is a really fresh take on a matching suit set. Okay, now you can go in someone else's old clothes and find a men's blazer. It may not fit you, but you certainly can make it fit, like I did this amazing plaid blazer. And speaking of plaid blazers, what if you totally change it up and make it into a vest with some awesome leather belt straps, of course? And what about that puffy coat? Try adding sweater material to it and make it even more warm and cozy. In this case, the arms were too short, so I went the total opposite direction and made the arms dramatically long. The added sleeves also double as a hand warmer. And finally, what about that old wool coat with moth holes and such? Why not cut off the moth-eaten parts and replace them with some sort of geometric print wool? I think this contrast is amazing and breathtaking when you turn around. Now, if this didn't inspire you to cut up some old clothes, I don't know what will. Let me know what your favorite pieces are in the comments below and what you're looking forward to upcycling in the new year. I have some awesome stuff planned for next year, so subscribe now so you don't miss a thing. And don't forget to check the description box for tutorials on all these projects and more. See you in the next one. Bye.